me give you introduction of mine in a minute. Okay, so myself, Deepak Gupta. I have been into WordPress from last 12 years. I'm mostly into a backend development. Okay, so if you see something like I'm doing front end, I'm not the expert, but definitely I know the in and out, but not an expert. I'm mostly into backend, and by degree I'm an accountant, and then moved to WordPress, proud father, and love WordPress. Yeah. So here, my topic that I'm going to cover is basically related to how you can like ways of exploring the abilities. Okay, abilities via MCP. Via MCP. Okay, so let me share my screen so I can give you a much better approach. Okay, so here it's I'm just opening up site. Okay, okay, I need to reset it. Okay. Uh, I'm just going to stop sharing for a minute because I need to enter the password. Password, okay. Uh, Sharing again, entire screen. So here it's a fresh site, okay. So whatever I'm doing is here it's like a fresh installation. Okay. I'm logging into the site, okay. Here I have created few plugins, okay, and what each plugin does, I'm going to explain you, okay, one by one. So it will give you much better approach, okay. So here I'm going to enter across AI, okay, and there are few plugins, okay. So the first plugin is the most important plugin is across AI Ability Manager, okay, and what it does is basically it give you the control on how you can basically if you know a custom post type UI, it give you the same approach. Okay, you can manage the abilities or control the abilities via UI screen itself. Okay, so by default the three abilities that come into the core is this three: get environmental information, get site information, and get user information. Okay, and if suppose if you want to override the detail, you can click on edit. You can the slug is always constant, so you can't change it. You can change the label. The default label is over here. You can change it whatever you want. You can change the category. By default it says always default. Okay, and suppose if you want to make it MCP enable, you can click on and it will be MCP. And in the MCP there are three types, okay, which is called tool, resource, and prop. By default I guess tools is the best option. Okay, and once you save it, so what it will going to do, it will going to override the default how it is been written into the code. It will going to override that feature uh, from the UI itself. Okay, so you can say you can manage the ability from the screen. It give you more control on who can use this. So suppose if you only want a particular user type to use it, suppose editor and administrator can only use it, you can click on and this. Now this ability, once it is connected by MCP, it can be used by these two user roles. Okay. If you want to be very specific, you can come over here and you can specify the username. Okay. In my case, suppose if I specify this, okay, then this ability will only be accessible to this user, not for anyone else. Okay. I'm going to keep it as default and clear all the others because I am not. I'm just wanted to give you an overview on this. Okay. Now the second plugin, which is very useful, is called basically across a MCP manager. So what is MCP? Is basically MCP is like connecting your website to a cloud. So how you are going to connect it, your website to cloud? Then this MCP will going to come in play. Okay, by using MCP protocol, you can connect your website to Claude. Okay, and it behind the scene it uses MCP adapted like as a base. Okay, now once you install this plugin, okay, you will see a new setting that is been added. Okay, which is called MCP over here. And now by default, no MCP server is active. So you need to activate the MCP server. Okay, for this, if you're using MCP adapter, you need to write a two line of code. But what I did is I've automated that stuff. So if you click on enable this, it will going to simply set the status as enable. You also have an option to add new MCP server as well, but I guess that will be a little bit more complicated. Let's make it simple. So what I did is the default server, which is coming with MCP adapter, which is being powered by WordPress dot core team. So once you enable it, that two line of code get it, and this MCP server get executed. Okay. Now, what we need to do is we need to connect this server to a Claude system. Okay. So for this, what you need to do, you need to open the Claude. You need to come over here. Okay. So the first thing, once you activate it, you need to go into the edit setting. Okay. There are different ways of connecting it uh, via npm packages. So you can run this command. Okay. By default, this is deactivated. If you go inside this, if you enable these two, because these two are in beta right now, so that's why I have disabled it by default. But once it is stable, I will make sure that this is you can run this command. It will do the all the automation of automation. You don't need to manually do it, which I'm going to do it right away. Okay, so show you. These are the settings. Suppose if you want to use it with Claude Code, this is the setting that you need. Okay, if you're going to use with VS Code, this is the setting package that you need, and this is the file that you need to enter. Suppose if you want to use with GitHub Copilot, you need to edit this file, you need to set up the server level like this, and then you need to enter this package name. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to show you a demo. Okay, uh, by basically connecting Claude Code. Okay, so here I'm going to generate a new application password. So it has generated a new password for me. Okay. And it has also pasted. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to with this. You can copy all the stuff, okay? But I have a lot of settings in my Claude JSON, okay? So I'm going to copy this. Then you have to click on this thing, settings, in the settings developer section. Uh, edit config, okay. uh, uh, Basically here you can edit it. I don't want to open this one because it contains a lot of other site details. Okay, let me check if I can open it. Okay, I'm just going to stop sharing for this.
Yes, I was going to say that you should just deactivate the screen sharing and make the changes.
So I'm going to remove few of this.
So basically, you have to open a JSON file in there and just copy paste the thing that you have copied.
I will show you. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm sharing my screen again. So yeah. So, Amit sir, basically, when you're using Claude, okay, it stored a lot of other details as well. Like if you see, there are other lot of other details that I on it. So here, the thing that you need to change is basically, suppose if you're using a single server, okay, you're doing it for the first time, okay, then what you can do, you can simply copy this whole section, okay, uh, and like I'm copying it from MCP server to your this thing. Okay, I can copy the whole section, and if I paste it over here, it will going to work. Okay, but I'm not going to do it because it will going to take my lot of my Claude settings. Okay, so the simple approach that I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it with entirely with this thing. So this is how you can paste it. I have done the same, so I'm going to undo it. Okay, and here I'm going to change the password as well. So I'm going to copy the new password that I generated, and I'm going to paste it over here. Okay. Close this. Now I need to also close the Claude and like once you save the setting, okay, you need to entirely close the Claude and then restart it. This is how Claude works, okay. Screen not visible, please share.
Well, screen is visible. Oh,
Sorry.
Deepak, please continue sharing. It was visible.
Okay. Okay. So now is it visible? So
Yes,
now
it is visible.
if I go to settings, I go to developer, you see a running mark. So what
No,
this means,
not yet.
Yeah, it is visible.
okay, uh, okay, I think screen
Continue.
recording is
Continue. We are
fine.
recording this. So
Yeah.
you can later on see this.
So
Continue.
in the backend, you see the running status, which means our website is connected to cloud. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to use Claude Design. Okay. So Claude Design is a feature of Claude itself. Okay. What I did over here is I have created a 5-page website. Okay. So I'm going to show you the structure. So this is about page, asset where it contain all the media files, footer, header, home page, platform page, pricing page, screenshot, solution page, and then there is an upload page which will contain all the media section. Okay. Then we have the theme.json. If you are using block theme, you are already aware what is theme.json. If not, it's a, uh, uh, global style. Okay. Uh, Let me open it. What is global style? Let me just explain you. It contains the color palette, gradient that you are using, typography, uh, font size, like what will be the font size if you see huge, extra large, and this kind of thing. Spacing, button, shadow, content width, and this are all stuff. Okay. So this is the most important because it's a background and how your site is going to look like. To give you my chat overview how I have developed it, I uploaded the logo. So this is the only thing that I created, and then I told the AI that we are going to use WordPress 7.0. You can get the list of all the blocks from the internet itself, and like this is what I have told to AI. Okay. And first create a theme.json or a global style sheet. Okay. And it created this style sheet. Okay, and I approved it. Okay. Then after that, I told him to create the header and footer and then the home page. Okay. Each template will be separate in a separate folder because I want to segregate header, footer, and home page, and everything will be in separate folder. So if you go over here, okay, and all project file, if you see header, it will contain header CSS, header JS, and block info. So what is block info? I have specifically told the AI that when you are creating the design, make sure you respect the blocks. So if the blocks is available, then only use that design. And do not create any design where it cannot be implemented by blocks. Okay. Uh, then like so what AI does is basically it's check the list of the blocks that are available in 7.2 default. Okay. And then depending on that, it create the design. You can also give them the list of patterns or the like anything that you have right now. Okay. But this is how I have created the design. This is if I go over here, uh, sorry, all project file. uh, yeah, this is quite simple. Okay. Now, here comes the main part. Okay. uh, there are lot of by default it only comes with 3 ability. Okay. And if you see, we have already installed 2 plugins. Now we need one more plugin. Okay. Which is called across AI core abilities. What it does is basically, let me install it and then I can tell you. Okay. So I have installed it. Now if I go to library, okay, it give me this ability where I can manage the plugins. Okay. So I can get the active plugin, deactivated plugin list, or install, like I can do this thing, activate plugin, deactivate plugin, or install a plugin. Okay. List plugin, uh check for updates. Okay. uh how I can manage, like if I want to reset the permalink, I can. These are all the abilities that I have created. Uh, it's a separate plugin. Okay, so if you see now, there will be three plugins. Okay, this is for managing ability. This is abilities like I don't want to bombard all the abilities into single plugin because it will be over complicated or it's hard to maintain as well. So what I did is segregated. Now, like once you install this, you will see a lot of plugins, basically abilities that AI can use. So all these abilities, suppose if we are going to like in our case right now, we are going to use the block basically. Yeah, the page basically ability. So what it has ability to create page, get page list, get page revision, get pages, basically update page. Okay, so these are the four abilities that we are going to use. Fine. Okay, we are going to use font family and font faces as well. So I will show you in the demo of how we are using, and these are all the abilities that are related to blocks. Okay, suppose if I want to turn on all this ability, I have a simple option. I can turn it off, and now if I go over here, you will see 148. Now if I enable it, you will see around 177, I guess. Yeah, so 177. So it's a specific one. Suppose if you want to control it very specifically, you can click on specific. You can list down the abilities that you want to give access to, or you want the server to basically execute. You can control it over here. I'm going to give it because I'm a site administrator. I'm going to have all the access to all the abilities. Okay, I'm not controlling it right now. Now, if I show you my site, this is how it is going to look like. It's a simple site. Okay. Uh, the first thing that I'm going to install it. Okay. So uh, I'm into over here. I went to projects. I've already created a project. Okay. And in the instruction file, what I did is I have made it. So all for site, always use this MCP server. So I have specifically mentioned that whenever I mention site word or get me the site info, whatever I mentioned, it will going to run this default like MCP server and get me the details. Okay. So now whatever install. So I have just mentioned that you need to install a plugin into my site. So what it is now, what is happening? It is finding the tool. So by default, okay, WordPress give three tools. If I come over here, tool section. So this is discoverable ability. Get ability info. If suppose this contain all the tools abilities that are available over here. If you see, there are around 174 abilities that can be accessible to Claude. So this a single tool will going to give the AI the list of the abilities. Okay. So right now, if you see, it's given me a red mark. Okay. So it says that we have installed a plugin. Okay, let me verify it if the plugin has been installed or not. Okay, so if you see, SVG support plugin has been installed. Now we can do the same thing over here. Okay, theme. I need block. Theme. So there is a plugin which is called Create Block Theme from wp.org. Okay, I'm going to install it and activate it. Okay. Then once this is done, I'm going to move to appearance, create block theme. Here I'm going to create a child theme of okay, sorry, child theme of the 2025, and I click on it, and it has created a child theme. You see the child team has created now. Okay. Now here the first step when I'm doing, I know the first step is basically adding the theme.json. So what I'm going to do is over here is share export project archive. Okay. I'm going to download the whole zip. Okay. So what it will going to do, it will going to download the, all the project list. Okay. Yeah. So it has been downloaded. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it to the Claude. Code the theme.json file right into my site on child theme.json. So what it will going to, my English like I maybe have mistyped it, but it like AI and understand it very well. So what it will going to do, it will going to unzip this. Okay, it will going to find the theme.json which is available over here. You see, it will going to process it one by one. Okay, so you see the step execute like unzipping is happening. Validate the theme.json. Okay, and what it will going to do is the most beautiful. It will going to overwrite it over here. So if I go to if I'm going to show you how you can edit it, the current theme.json. This is how it is looking like. Okay, once this is completed, it will be entirely a different thing. So it executed one ability. So it has found the ability and reading the current. So it's read the current what currently it has, and it's going to basically override it. Okay. So of course it's going to take 1 or 2 minutes. I'm not sure. Like I'm using the latest version, but still it can take time. Yeah. So if it has started overriding it, you see. And now if I come over here, it says title and description are not there. Okay. Rest all things are added. So it's looking for the ability. So it has got this ability which is called theme JSON dot update, and it's basically updating this thing. You see, now we did not code anything. We just specify. We tell the Claude design that you need to first create theme.json, and respecting on this, create the home page, header, footer, and all the rest of the pages. Okay, media should be in upload folder, and all the design like CSS and GS should be inside each project itself to make it more systematically and the approach more easier. You can create a bundle as well, but I want to segregate this part quite, so that's why I did in this way. Okay, now you see it has what it has done is that basically it has override the theme.json file. Now, if you go to font, you will see the font is also been added. So it has run multiple abilities. Okay, the first ability was updating the theme.json, updating adding the font. This is one another ability that it has written. Okay, now the site title and description was also mentioned into the theme.json, which did not get updated. So if I go over here, you see the site title and site title. So now what I'm going to tell, please update the site title and description as well. So now what it will going to do, it will going to update at the site title and site tagline over here. I mean, maybe it may be a little bit boring, but the whole concept is that you can get your site, like you can develop, custom develop, design the site, and create the whole site in a 30 minutes. It won't take more. It won't take more than 30 minutes. We are doing it for, like I'm explaining you. That's why it's taking time. You see the site title and tagline have also got added. Okay. Uh, Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you see it has like something has started coming up. Okay. Now I'm going to tell this import the header and footer template. Okay. Now what it will going to do, from that zip, if you remember, we have this. It will going to add header and footer. So we have the header of, here we have the design. It will going to add the header and then the footer. So it's looking messy. It won't look bad in the project itself. So what it will going to do, it will going to create two different templates. So if I go to theme editor pattern, it will going to override this header pattern and the footer pattern. Okay. So this is what it is doing it right now. Template part create. So it will going to create a new template part for you. Okay. You see, previously it doesn't used to have this thing, but now it just started building. So as soon as it will complete, you will see the header and footer over here. So how Claude is, if there is some issue with logo or something not able to, it will going to find an alternative way. You don't need to do anything. You just need to instruct that I need to get it done. It will going to do it in the best possible way. Of course, you can specify the way you want it.
So this is exactly what we needed, Deepak. Real time show challenges and so that people know how easy, how tough things like these are. Uh, because when you see the polished YouTube videos, right,
Yeah,
you,
I've recorded this. It would be a
you
much
think
more.
it's so easy. Yeah, yeah, it makes it look so easy, so straightforward. When in reality, it's not really that deep.
Yeah, so I totally agree with that point. Uh, but like as soon as you see the results, it will be an amazing thing. I can guarantee you that. You see, the header has come alive. The footer is also coming alive. If you see the header, this is how the header is looking right. And just give some time to footer as well.
And I see you have decided to use Fable. So you are burning your tokens like
I think it was blocked and it got released yesterday itself. I am not, if I'm not wrong.
yes. Yeah, it came not yesterday. it became available, I think, 2nd July itself.
Okay.
2nd onwards.
I
That's
just, let me just verify it, like I'm not burning too much. Yeah. I have a lot.
Good.
So it's adding footer now. So you see the footer design is coming up. The header has come up, the footer. Of course, the image is not the part that is working. We need to upload the image to either Google Drive or to some manually uploading. But rest of the design part will going to come. Okay. So it's asking me, do you want me to upload the logo or something? So by default, if you are doing it from offline, then the image is not getting uploaded properly. So what it will going to do, it will going to create it as a file. So it will going to copy the image and paste it into the directly. But the WordPress media upload section, that's the part which is missing. Okay, and if you want to do it in that way, then you need to upload all the images to Google Drive. It's quite simple. You can simply connect it from the Google Drive. Okay, and you can mention it that please upload this to Google Drive. And from here you can mention it. The upload folder is already into Google Drive, so fetch it from here. So if you do it in that way, then you don't need to take care of images as well. It will be also managed by Claude itself. You see, it has done the same thing. It has manually uploaded into a server, and now it is adding at a media library attachment. So if you are familiar with WordPress, you must be knowing what is media library. Like it is going to it is uploading as a media. So if I go into the media section, you will see a logo section. Just a tip: if you are using SVG image, you need to pre-install a plugin which is called SVG support. If you are not installed the plugin, then that SVG logo won't be coming up. It's a bug. I also realized it like yesterday itself. So if someone wants to report it, they can report it. As like I think SVG support is default into WordPress, but if you are simply uploading it into logo, it's not working. So you see the header has been fixed. I guess if I reload the header, yeah, you see the image is coming up. Now the same thing will be done for the footer. So Amit sir and everyone, I'm not doing much of the time. I'm just mentoring it. Just giving you anyway. This is all mentoring. I'm not doing a lot of stuff, to be honest. Like if you see, I'm just following the certain steps and just make sure that like giving the guidance that Claude doesn't go out of the way or something. Yeah. So now if I come, you see the footer image will be also fixed. Now what going to do, start. And the home page. So I have the home page now. Okay, I have total 6 pages. The first page, I think, including home page. So I'm only importing the home page now. Okay. So what it will going to do? It will going to change the design of this page to the matching design of how we had it in design thing. So if I go over here, home page, it's broken. This is how it should. This is how it will going to look like. Okay. I'm not going to do a single line of code, but definitely, yeah, you see by using the Claude and everything, I like the connection between them. I'm going to get the same output. So It's why it's so easy. Suppose if you have a client and he wants to get the site, like you can sit with him, design it, and once you design, you just need to pass on the instruction to Claude, and boom, it will be ready in next 30 minutes. It will going to take care of all the colors, even the JS effect. If you want to add some, if you have added some custom work, it will going to do all that stuff for you. It can create plugin, it can create child theme and everything. I just did some password, but yeah, definitely it can do the creating a new plugin. If it is needed, it can create child theme. Even if suppose there is some hierarchy that is needed inside the child theme or something, it will going to do all that stuff. So you see it has started importing the homepage for references PNG. So I told you that there will be 4 images that will going to get added. In fact, there will be much more images as well. So I told you that so it's behind the scene, it's running a lot of abilities. Okay, so uh, this is what I found. I actually I do that stuff where I basically develop website for local Indian clients, and I've got this list of it's my experience basically. It's not a random list of abilities. Of course, there are like not all the abilities are I have used it, but definitely I have used a lot in them, and some of them are also AI generated. So I asked Claude to basically get me the list of all the abilities that are related to comments. It told me this. Most of them have I have used it, okay, and it's working flawlessly. Some of them may have issue, but if you want, you can report it to across.ai or the plugin structure. I'm going to fix it for you. Okay? Uh, so you see the page is getting created. If I come over you, first section got created, second section got created. It's basically adding. It's still adding. If you see, it's still adding it. But you see, if you are doing it manually, it will going to take at least going to take you 2 to 3 days to finalize this. Okay, but if you're going to do it with a Claude or something, or you can use anything, by the way. It's quite simple. You can use VS Code, you can use Claude, you can use OpenAI or anything. You will going to have this, I guess, same amount of output, maybe a 10% or difference or something. But yeah, definitely the same amount of output. I'm just changing this to uh, so what it basically it told me that there are not 4 images that are not present into the server. So I told okay, and there is a liquid glow effect. Okay, so for this, what it will going to do, it will going to add this JS, okay, into the child theme. So if I go, if I show you the child theme right now, uh, tools theme, it's quite simple, okay. But once we proceed with this too, the child theme will be changed. Okay, so now what I will fix both the gaps. So there were two gaps. Okay, what it will going to do, it will going to start working on it and going to fix both the gaps. I have changed the model, so I'm just re-uploading. So I told you about the media won't get uploaded into the like we cannot directly upload the media from the local to the live site. So I've just told you use the Google Drive connections. Okay. So, so maybe this will work. Okay. I'm just giving it a try. So I've just given him the permission. Uh, it will going to what it will going to upload that 4 image into Google Drive and then fetch it from Google Drive into my website. Okay. I guess I need to manually upload it. So sorry. Mm. So if you remember in the previous, I already I've told you why I have segregated it. So that's why I had created a separate folder for upload. So this is what the structure was like. I know I have to manually upload the image, and I have done it manually, like in the past I have done it. Okay, so I have to manually upload the image, and then you can specify to Claude, it will going to do the rest of the work. You see, all four are now in media library, so it basically got it from the name. So it searched from by looking at the name, and it got the name. Okay, now it's doing the swiping thing. Uh, Sorry, like it's taking some time.
I know, I know.
What I can do,
It's okay.
it's I can start with. So I'm doing two tasks at in a single time. Okay, so this is going to add all the pages, all the other pages, and I'm going to refine the home page over here. Okay, now this is multitasking. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a little bit boring, but I can guarantee you this is the future which is going to happen, and this is how website will going to get maintained in future. And it's not very long. It's very new. If it's very near, if you know, if you are using hosting or something, there is already an AI feature where you will mention the title and tag, and it will going to auto generate all the details, custom page, logo, and everything. So this is already happening. uh, uh, it's just if you're not used it, it will going to that. But this is very customizable, and it's give you your taste. At Hostinger and other platform that they are doing it, they didn't give they don't give you the taste that you want. It will going to give you the taste that their AI can produce. So that's the differentiator of using your own versus using someone else.
So Deepak, while it is doing its task, you want to talk about something else?
Yeah. Uh, so this is the basically the things that are changing. Okay, and this is how you're going to basically managing the future. So suppose if you want to change some text over here, in future, if suppose client wants to do it, if you connect it by MCP, what client can do is basically he can come to Claude. Okay, you can change the text from okay, in home page. This is what client is going to do. Okay? He's going to just type it, speak with the Claude, okay, and it will going to execute it. So so this is a thing will going to get changed. People like lot of stuff will be done with AI. Okay, you can't basically won't be the only person who will going to do the stuff. Client will going to come in play, or site admin will going to come in play, and he's going to verify each and everything. And by using this, you can do a lot of stuff. Suppose if I want to get a report of all the plugins that I have installed. Okay, uh, let me show you like this. So I'm running multiple things. Okay, so get me the list of the plugin that I have in my site. Okay. Now what it will going to do? Get me the list of all the plugins that has into my site. So client won't going to ask you get me the list of the plugins. He's going to simply ask the Cloud or any other LLM, get me the list of the plugins. And it's quite simple. Once you have developed it, it will do. Now I have done the same thing for report. So like my client always used to tell me, get me the report, okay, of last 7 days or last 1 month or last 15 days, sorted by this paragraphs or sorted by so what I did is basically I created an ability where it will going to get the list of all the reports, okay, and sorting is done by Claude itself. So it processes. Suppose if you want to get list of a product that where the product which has SKU of 1, 2, 3, okay, it's so smart that once you give him the report, a report ability, it will going to filter out those two and show it to you. Now client wanted to show it in a bar graph or chart or something. I just tell the client that you can simply ask Claude, it will going to do it for you. And it made my life very simple. Of course, it hurt me on the pocket. But if I was not going to do it, someone else will going to come and do it for me and going to replace it. So abilities basically is the thing that is going to change how WordPress is basically when people are interacting with WordPress. Okay, and you see, I asked for a list of the plugins. Okay, it got me the list of the plugins that are installed. I told him to update this. Okay, it's still doing it. I'm not sure. It's still doing. Sorry, yeah.
Anyways, we are making it do multiple things in parallel now. It is also struggling like a developer.
Yeah, actually, uh, so actually, it has done. It's hallucinated. Actually, I told him that this media is already added into media library, but it's again looking into the Google Drive. If you see, so I guess it has hallucinated. That's why it's not working. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. I guess.
Uh, should I try it again by adding that code?
Okay.
If you have enough time, I guess.
Uh, I think we should now switch to Lakshman's talk, but let's try it once and then we will, because we have to also give people time to question, no? If they have some questions from your demo.
So this will going to take some time. Okay. We can continue
So
with the question, I guess. Yeah.
okay, so if and let's switch to Q&A. Anyone, any question you guys want to ask? Feel free to raise your hand and we'll take up the questions.
Uh,
Yeah, Ramesh, go ahead. Go ahead. Then we'll go to Rajesh.
ओके, थैंक यू अमित। तो दीपक, आपने ये सब बनाया है, तो डेवलपर का फिर बाद में काम क्या रहेगा?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है अगर मैं नहीं बनाता तो कोई और बनाता।
नहीं नहीं, ये आपने बना दिया, सपोज ये इट्स गॉन लाइव, फिर बाद में डेवलपर लोग क्या करेंगे बाद में? व्हाट विल बी द रोल ऑफ द डेवलपर?
सो
ये
डेवलपर लोग मेरे ख्याल से आज के टाइम पे मतलब चीजें फास्ट ट्रैक हो जाएगी। सो डेवलपर एबिलिटीज बनाएंगे नए नए, क्योंकि जो कस्टम वर्क है उसकी एबिलिटीज सिर्फ डेवलपर बना सकता है। अगर उसने कुछ कस्टम डेवलप किया है तो उसके लिए अगर कोई एबिलिटी या कुछ चीज बन रही है तो वो तो सिर्फ डेवलपर ही बना पाएगा, वो तो कोई और बना नहीं पाएगा। तो
करेक्ट।
यहाँ एक डेवलपर का आ गया। और सेकेंडली आज अब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मैं पहले जैसे 4 साइड मैनेज करता था, तो अगर मैं अभी एआई यूज करता हूँ तो मैं आज के टाइम पे मैं शायद 8 या 10 साइड मेंटेन कर सकता हूँ। क्योंकि अगर मैंने इसको सबको ऑटोमेट कर दिया कि हर सुबह मुझे साइट की रिपोर्ट मिल जाए, तो मेरी 10 की 10 साइट प्रॉपर चल रही है कि नहीं, कितने प्लगइन अपडेट करने हैं कि क्या नहीं, अगर मुझे स्लैक पे इसका ऑटोमेशन मिलता रहा तो मैं शायद बहुत सारी साइट मैनेज कर सकता हूँ। मुझे बार बार जाके उधर चेक करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि क्या है कैसा। अब मेरे को स्लैक पे अपने आप नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा कि अच्छा ये साइट है, इसका यही अपडेट आया है, इसके अंदर क्या मेजर कुछ है, तो उसका भी मैं ऑटोमेशन लिख सकता हूँ, यस इसके अंदर मेजर अपडेट है। तो फिर अगर मुझे लगता है कि ये मेजर अपडेट है, इस पे काम करना चाहिए, तो मैं उसी के ऊपर काम करूंगा। रेस्ट ऑल मैं अपने साइड हसल में रख सकता हूँ उसको कि जब टाइम लगेगा तब करेंगे ऐसा।
Okay. Because people are getting smarter, not in the US but in India as well. So I think जो भी आपने बनाया है, people will be using that. और फिर बाद में we developer needs to look for something else. Like मैंने अगर जैसे देखा है वर्डप्रेस की साइट पे, अगर मैं व्यू सोर्स करता हूँ तो उसमें अगर आप देखोगे तो बहुत सारे CSS रहेंगे, बहुत सारे जावास्क्रिप्ट रहेंगे, मगर वो साइड पे कोई लुकआउट नहीं करता है। बट वी आर एडिंग अप न्यू फीचर। तो ये ठीक है, दैट इज अ गुड वन। ये जो आपने बताया है दैट इज वेरी गुड। और लाइक वी डेवलपर नीड टू ऑप्टिमाइज ऑन वट एवर फ्रॉम वेयर द वर्डप्रेस हैज स्टार्टेड। तो मैं वो सोच रहा था शायद।
अच्छा
इसमें तो anyone else wants to pitch into this question? Like it's not like Deepak only has to answer on this. So this is an interesting question. If you have an opinion, feel free to talk about. Else, we will switch to Rajesh. Okay, Rajesh, you can.
ओके हाँ, तो दीपक मुझे ये पूछना था कि जब अपन पेज ऐड कर रहे थे, होम पेज हो गए या बाकी के पेज, उनका
हाँ।
फॉर्मेट क्या था? वो इमेज थी, पीडीएफ थी, या फिग्मा फाइल थी, या क्लाउड की डिजाइन थी?
आप ये फिग्मा के साथ भी यूज कर सकते हो या इसको किसी के भी साथ यूज। मैंने क्लाउड डिजाइन के साथ यूज किया, बट मैं अगर इसको फिग्मा के साथ दिखाना चाहूँ तो मैं फिग्मा के साथ भी दिखा सकता हूँ, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं होगी। जैसे फिग्मा से मैं एक्सपोर्ट कर लिया, ठीक है, सारा फाइल को मेरे theme.json, तो मैं ही वो उसको बोल दूंगा कि भाई उसके अंदर मैंने उसका साइड गाइड, साइड स्टाइलिंग बोलते हैं या कुछ तो बोलते हैं फिग्मा के अंदर, या तो आप उसको जो भी नाम देना दे सकते हो, स्टाइल गाइड या समथिंग। आप उसको बोल ये स्टाइल
Design
गाइड,
system.
इसके बेस पे आप
That's called a design system. Sorry to interrupt you. That's called a design system, and style guides. When you apply the design system, so style guide just a preview of the design system, and you just give an overview about the design system.
तो हाँ, उसको आप डिजाइन सिस्टम देके उसको बोल सकते हो कि आप इसको theme.json में कन्वर्ट कर दो। वो खुद क्लाउड इतना स्मार्ट है कि खुद ही कन्वर्ट करके सेव कर देगा। उसके बाद उसको आप बोल दो कि पहले हेडर को, आप उसको कभी भी एक साथ बहुत काम मत देना। जैसे अभी मैंने बहुत सारा काम दिया ना उसको, तो थोड़ा सा फट गया वो। बट अगर उसको आप सेक्शन बाय सेक्शन दोगे ना, जैसे हेडर कंप्लीट कर, फुटर कंप्लीट कर, फिर होम पेज कंप्लीट कर, और ये दोनों सब करने से पहले आप मीडिया अपलोड कर दो, तो जब आप उसको छोटे छोटे पार्ट में डिवाइड कर दोगे ना तो बहुत अच्छा काम करता है। आप मतलब कहते हैं ना कि मैं ऐसा, मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव है कि एआई इज अ स्मार्ट पर्सन, मतलब वो एक स्मार्ट बंदा है बट वो जूनियर है, तो आपको उसको हेल्प आउट तो करना ही पड़ेगा, मेंटरिंग या हेल्प आउट जो भी आप बोलो उसको। बट वो है स्मार्ट, तो आप उसको एक बार सिखाओगे नेक्स्ट टाइम उसको सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं, बट पहली बार सिखाना पड़ रहा है।
सो रमेश सर, बेसिकली डेवलपर लगेंगे एआई से काम करवाने के लिए।
Right.
करेक्ट सर, करेक्ट।
Yeah, thank you, Deepak.
कीर्ति, कीर्ति, यू कैन आस्क योर क्वेश्चन।
हाँ सर, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था कि अभी सपोज पेज बन गया, ठीक है, लेकिन क्लाइंट का रहता है कि हाँ मेरे को इस सेक्शन में वापस से कुछ कुछ चेंजेस करने, क्योंकि कभी कभी ना 2-3 बार वो पेज अपडेट होते रहता है, तो उस टाइम पे क्या, और फिर पेज स्पीड का क्या, क्योंकि इस समय मतलब ये लोग प्लगइन्स ऐड करते जा रहे हैं, करते जा रहे हैं किसी भी चीज
देखो
को काम करने के लिए।
करंट अगर जो मैंने अभी जिससे बनाया ना, ये पूरा ब्लॉक बेस है, ठीक है, तो ब्लॉक बेस में इतना तो पेज स्पीड नहीं आना चाहिए कोई कॉन्सेप्ट में, अनलेस कोई बहुत सारा प्लगइन ऐड कर रहा है। और जो ये जो मैंने प्लगइन ऐड किया ये सब बिहाइंड द सीन काम करता है। अगर आप जब तक एडमिन WP एडमिन के रिक्वेस्ट नहीं भेजोगे ना, तब तक कोई लोड आने ही वाला नहीं है, क्योंकि ये पूरा बेसिकली रेस्ट एपीआई बेस्ड है, तो इस पे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। हाँ, फ्रंट एंड में आप उसको तो वैसे भी आपका अगर स्टैटिक पेज है तो आप तो कैशे मारते जाओगे, अगर आपने कैशे मार दिया तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ने वाला इसके। और आप कंटेंट आप कितनी बार भी चेंज कर सकते हो। आप अभी मैं एक्चुअली एक डेमो दिखा देता हूँ, अगर ये जैसे कंप्लीट होगा ना, उसके पहले नहीं करता हूँ, कि अगर आपको सपोज एक सेक्शन चेंज करना है, इट्स क्वाइट सिंपल। मैं क्लाउड को बोलूंगा कि भाई प्लेटफॉर्म वाला जो पेज है, ये पेज के अंदर सपोज की ठीक है, मैं ये टाइटल से टेक्स्ट को, टाइटल को चेंज करके दिखाऊं आपको, आप ऐसे ही कुछ बोल रहे हो कि बड़ा सेक्शन कुछ बोल रहे हो?
नहीं, बड़ा सेक्शन भी होता है और कभी कभी टेक्स्ट भी होता है, इमेज भी हो गया, हमें कोई सेक्शन का एक इमेज चेंज करना है तो
मैं
वैसे।
हमेशा बोलूंगा एआई आपका 70% ऑफ वर्क कर रहा है आज के टाइम पे, मेरा ऐसा मानना है। 60-70%, 30% आपको अभी भी करना पड़ेगा। तो जो सर ने बोला था ना कि डेवलपर क्या कर रहा है, तो मैं बोला था पहले मैं 3 या 4 साइट मेंटेन कर सकता हूँ, मैं 10 कर सकता हूँ। तो इसी का ही रीजन है कि एआई मेरा फुल काम करके नहीं देने वाला, बट ये आपका 70% काम कर देगा। अभी आप जो ये साइट बोलोगे ना, ये पूरी रेडी नहीं करेगा, ये आपकी 70% रेडी करेगा। तो अगर समझो आपका 30-35 मिनट में अगर 70% काम हो जाता है, तो आपको आगे सिर्फ उसको छोटे छोटे पार्ट को कैरी फॉरवर्ड करना, खत्म। अब जैसे ये एक टेम्पलेटिंग पार्ट हो गया, एक मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ। आप देखोगे ये टाइटल आ रहा है पेज के बीच में, तो मुझे मालूम है कि ये टेम्पलेट पार्ट का हिस्सा है। मैं सिर्फ एआई को बोलूंगा ना कि मेरे को टेम्पलेट को ओवरराइड करो, मुझे पेज टाइटल नहीं दिखाना है, वो बहुत स्मार्ट है, कर दे। अगर ये हो गया ना, मैं अभी आपको दिखाता हूँ। remove the page title from the template, so it does not show
You changed the fable, huh?
title in all the yes, so थोड़ा फास्ट हो गया था सर। so अभी मैंने उसको बोला
सेशन खत्म हो गया, अभी तेरा सेशन भी खत्म हो जाएगा, टेकन खत्म हो गया तो
खत्म हो गया।
नहीं, वो भी खत्म, अब कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा तेरा जाने दे।
मे भी ये हो जाए एक बार।
नहीं, डोंट थिंक इट विल डू, वो ब्लॉक हो गया, रुक गया।
अच्छा, खत्म हो गया, फिर कुछ नहीं कर सकते
ठीक है, कोई नहीं।
बट ये इजी ऐसा हो।
नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स, कूल। सो अब विल गिव ब्रेक टू दीपक एंड स्विच टू लक्ष्मण नाउ। थैंक्स दीपक फॉर योर टाइम।
थैंक यू सर।
किसी का और क्यूएनए है तो कुछ पूछ लेना प्लीज।
बेसिकली यहाँ पे तो रिक्स भी रहेगा ना। बेसिकली अगर हम लोग सब कुछ एआई से करें, मैलिशियस कोड और आउटडेटेड कोड प्लस लाइसेंसिंग कोड अगर वो लोग डालें, देन जीडीआर लाइसेंस वगैरह पे इफेक्ट होता है, लाइक आई हैव स्टडीड। तो इसको ओवरकम कैसे करें?
आप जीडीपीआर कंप्लायंस की बात कर रहे हैं क्या?
हाँ, मतलब कि अगर हम लोग जीपीएल का कोई भी एक कोड उठा के हम लोग वेबसाइट पे डालें, बिकॉज जो एआई करता है वो जीपीएल लाइसेंसिंग का थ्रू से कोड उठाता है और यूज करता है। देन उसको अगर बाय एनी चांस लाइक बिग मार्केटिंग टीम्स अगर उसको हाईलाइट करें देन उसको मतलब कि लॉस हो जाता है, राइट, टू द कंपनी और टू द डेवलपर इटसेल्फ। तो इसको हम लोग आउटपुट करने के लिए तो डेवलपर हमेशा चाहिए होगा।
नहीं, मैं समझा नहीं, लॉस क्यों होगा? वर्डप्रेस खुद ही ओपन सोर्स है।
हाँ, बट जीपीएल लाइसेंसिंग का ये जो कोड इंट्रोड्यूस करता है लाइक कॉपी लेफ्ट कोड वगैरह जो कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टीज होता है वो सब।
मेरे को सच बताओ, मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं समझा टू बी ऑनेस्ट। तो बट अगर कोई हेल्प आउट कर सके कि या कोई और इसका आंसर कर सके तो विल बी हेल्पफुल।
नहीं, बेसिकली व्हाट ही इज ट्राइंग टू से इज लाइक अपन जैसे कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर अपलोड करते हैं या कोई भी अपना ओपन सोर्स सॉफ्टवेयर अपलोड करता है, जैसे PHP इज आल्सो ओपन सोर्स, उसका एक लाइसेंस होता है, मतलब काफी सारे लाइसेंसेस होते हैं। तो सपोज करो कि भाई चलो अपन क्लाउड यूज कर रहे हैं और उसने कुछ चीजें डाल दी, कोई कोड डाल दिया, क्योंकि क्लाउड खुद से कोड नहीं जनरेट करता है। जैसे सपोज करो jQuery मैंने डाल दिया और उसका सम लाइसेंस का कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है मार्केटिंग के बाद में, नॉट फॉर स्मॉल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बट बड़े ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए। तो मतलब क्या ये मतलब ही इज पॉइंटिंग दैट थिंग।
सो मैं इसके लिए आपको बोलूंगा कि जब आप प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ ना, तो उसके प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर इंस्ट्रक्शन में डाल सकते हो, आप स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हो कि आपकी बाउंड्रीज क्या क्या है। आपने अगर प्रोजेक्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट कर दिया ना कि जैसे मैं नॉर्मली करता हूँ, एक सेकेंड मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ प्रोजेक्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन क्या होता है। तो जैसे मैं क्लाउड के अंदर गया, ठीक है, मैं यहाँ बनाता हूँ प्रोजेक्ट प्रोजेक्ट में गया, मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया, फिर मैं प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर जाता हूँ, इधर होता है प्रोजेक्ट का इंस्ट्रक्शन। क्लाउड कभी इसको ओवरराइड नहीं करेगा, आपने जो इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया वो इसको हमेशा फॉलो करेगा। तो आप यहाँ स्पेसिफाई कर दो कि आपको कैसे कैसे फॉर्मेट चाहिए या क्या क्या चाहिए, क्या बाउंड्री आपकी, सब वो अपने आप बाकी सब कर लेगा ऐसा। आई गेस यही आप बोलना चाह रहे थे ऐसा, अगर मैं रॉन्ग नहीं हूँ तो।
यस यस।
Awesome. Thank you, Deepak.